I do love my Buddha. I've had him for years and years. Follows me around everywhere, and I always put him in a prominent spot where I know I'm walking past every day. Always puts a smile on my face. Anyway, hello, welcome back. My name's Andrew, or Andy. Now, you would have noticed already that there wasn't a midweek video. There's a reason for that. In fact, there's two reasons for that. The first one is my camera unfortunately had a little bit of an accident while I was up on the roof. Not me, but the camera. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank everybody that's been contributing towards my channel. It's because of that that's enabled me to get it sorted out as quick as possible. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been a video for a couple of weeks or so. So thank you all again so much. The other reason was because after I finished doing the bits on the roof that you saw in the last video, I just had to have a step back. I realized that I wasn't eating properly. I was rushing around trying to do 2 videos a week. And even when I come back at the weekend, I'm still doing stuff around here. And I needed to just pause for a minute because we're at a very critical point with that roof. And we need to make sure that we're doing it as best we can and doing it in really the easiest way that we can as well. Still getting the results that we want. And so after clambering around on all those wooden boards that are drying out and starting to get very weak, I figured that if I don't do anything about this, there could be an accident very soon. So James and I have gone over it, and we've basically reordered the way that we're going to be doing things in that area. Now, you will see all of that in the next video because I have been videoing bits, but I'm going to put it all into the one. And we have in that area that's got that very awkward floor height taken down the 2 walls in there. They're not supporting walls. And we've taken all the flooring up as well. That means we got good access in there to get the scaffolding up, to get up onto that roof and then start putting that ring beam on there, and also making sure that we have secure fittings for the new flooring as well. So I won't go on about that anymore. That'll be in the next video. So I hope you can join me on that. In this video, I really wanted to do this a while ago, just go up into the hills a little bit and show you a little bit more of the area that I'm living in, a little bit more of the Algarve hills. Now, I've taken you up the hill in that direction because I often go up there with the dogs, and I've also done it in the car as well. But I haven't gone in that direction, and I'm going to pop up on the roof in a minute when I got changed, and I'm going to just point to where we're going to go. And I'm hoping that I can give you a little insight as to what it looks like around here. I was planning on doing it on one of these two here. I have a cyclocross and a mountain bike. They are in need of a good service, which I'm going to do a bit later on or tomorrow, and give them a clean as well. But to be honest with you, it's really hot and I don't want to break a sweat. I want to make this as easy as possible, as relaxing as possible. So instead of showing you up the hills on one of those, I'm going to do it on this. Well, there you go. Not every day mere mortals like us get sent something like that. That's from Algarve. I'll put a link in the description to their website. There's also a discount as well. You'll see all that in there. So worth checking it out if you're interested in something like this, or a mountain bike, e-bike. They're pretty cool. This one here, I opted for it because it was on my wish list of things that I wanted. I have 6 things. One of them isn't really on my wish list, but the other ones were based on me moving out here. The first one is a motorbike because I've always been riding them since I was in my teens, and I've always owned them until I moved to Portugal. I had to just get my priorities right. I was hoping it was going to fade away, but it hasn't. It's still there with me every single week because I love the thrill of bikes. All sorts of bikes, but motorbikes, wow. An e-bike, since I had the trail mountain bike ride going through here, got me thinking with the 2 that I've got, brilliant, but in the heat and so on, if I can have some assistance, that'll be really good. So I've got my eyes on something further down the line, and I'm hoping I can start to tick these boxes off. But again, priorities first. Quad bike. I really wanted to live down the coast when I first moved here, but I'm glad I moved to where I am because I get the best of both worlds. But I'm tantalized every day and teased with these hills and all these trails. And I just want to go disappearing off on these little adventures to see exactly where they all lead to. The other one was a paddleboard, and I think that's probably the most realistic, really, that's going to happen very soon because I'm planning a little trip to the beach in the next week with someone with a paddleboard. So those things, I'm hoping bit by bit I'll tick them off. The other one, of course, because I just realized only recently, since I've taken this last couple of days to relax, that I'm single, and I've been single for quite some time, and I don't really think too long and hard about it because I'm living a lifestyle that I like. But I realized that companionship and that person in my life would be absolutely amazing. But of course, those are the sort of things you don't just tick them off. But I'm hoping that somewhere along the line that will happen, because, you know, living like this is absolutely brilliant. But to be able to share that with someone would be amazing. So I was joking about this bit, but I think I'm probably not joking as much as I think I am. But if you're watching this now, you know where the about section is. Send me a message. Anyway, shamefully, I'm going to get my gear on, go up on the roof, point to where we're going, and we're going to do a little trip. That is where we're going first of all. It's actually further away than it looks, and it's quite high up. And from over there, you'll be able to see back here and also down to the coast. We'll see how long that battery lasts, or until I run out of energy myself. So do always wear a helmet, but I'm definitely wearing it on that because we're going on and off road. So let's see how we get on. Quick little teaser for the next video. I think I'll do this little bit by foot because it's getting quite rocky and I haven't been up here before. The top here, in fact, we are a little bit far off. It looks nearer than it is because it's quite large. But that's where I'm going to try and get to. Oh wow. Oh. How have I not come up here before? It's absolutely incredible. It feels really high as well. So this is my hill over there and my house is down there. I can see the top of it. Absolutely spectacular. And I've just spotted this monument thing. That's north. That hill that you can see right in the middle of the screen, just below the skyline, is called Rocha de Pena. Butchered that, but that's where a lot of people like to go to the top, a lot of ramblers. Great views from up there. Right. That's enough walking. Let's go for a ride. And that's where we went up to the top there. Now this is where my finger is, the hill that I walk on. So once we've been to Alt, which is where we're going to go next, which is around there, we'll come back and we'll go around the hill all the way around the back to the very bottom, and then all the way back up to mine. So I'm standing on the hill just behind Alt, and we are now one hill in towards the coast, which is just there, tantalizingly close. But on the hill there, you'll see a big Portuguese flag that's been painted on there. So when you are here, you won't be able to mistake it. There's lots of windy roads down here. I'm going to go down through the lovely village, cobbled streets. Lots of tours go through here, coach loads of people, stop at the cafes, but they also go down to the little swimming area that I've taken you before. And that's where I'm going now. This side, funnily, is bone dry. I had to stop here because it's grass, and I really miss grass. That's where I had my little slip. Really like this spot. It's all enclosed between two sides of the hill, and obviously having that lovely clear water going through here, and even towards the end of summer there's still water in there, surprisingly. And I am going to be definitely coming here when I get a bit desperate for a swim. What a brilliant place to put a chair. Right under this tree as well, blocking the sun. So in the background, over there, that's where we've just come from. That's quite a distance, really. This is the top of, I say my hill. What I mean is like my street, because I'm over in that direction. Just about half a kilometre up and down there. Actually, I haven't thought about this. I've got to go down a steep hill, so that's going to be a little bit tricky. But I am planning on going along the road all the way along here. Which will take us all the way around the hill and back to mine. I spotted a tomato, and I've got carrots in this one. I wasn't holding my hopes up too high because it's very shallow, the soil, but I can actually see the tops of the carrots. So growing anything is a good start, bodes well going forward. This one's doing really well. I can't see any tomatoes on there just yet, but it isn't looking too bad. Does need a little bit of watering. I'm finding now I have to do it twice a day, and I might have to find a little sheltered area for them so they're not getting continuous sunlight. But the onions here, definitely, they really have taken. And my little lemon tree here, well, that's just having to wait until I've got space for it, because I know exactly where it's going to go. Well, that has certainly quenched my thirst for two wheels. Not that one, that one. Though that one I have got out on purpose to show you, just to prove that I did have a scooter and I was looking for a scooter. I bought this in the first week of moving to Portugal, that and a skateboard as well, so I can get backwards and forwards to the beach, and it's been great fun. But not as much fun as this. And I have to say, considering I'm a motorbike rider and given what I've said, this really has relieved that pain of me wanting to get back on two wheels. So the first thing I noticed when I got it out of the box, or before I took it out of the box, was the weight. But in actual fact, that proved itself to be beneficial for the stability of this, because it's pretty powerful. Now, I'm going to show you what it looks like at night time with the lights on it, because it looks pretty cool. This thing has got front and rear suspension. It's got front and rear disc brakes. It looks pretty cool. And also as well, it's built well, which is really needed given at the speeds that it goes. So I'm going to just show you up here first of all, about this bit here, because I'm only going to be getting it in and out of the car a few times. I am planning on taking this down the beach because it really needs to go down there, and I'm going to be making sure I do it in the off-peak seasons when there aren't many people down there. Make life a lot easier. But you can unclip it there and the whole thing folds down. You can also raise and lower the handlebar stem, which is pretty cool. If I turn the key on here and press this blue button for a second, you'll see that the screen lights up. It's going to be flickering, but it doesn't in real life. And there are 3 modes on here. And if I press the white button, you'll see at the top, 1, 2, and 3. 1 will take you to about 18 to 20 kilometers an hour, 2 to about 32, and 3, believe it or not, will actually take you to 55 kilometers an hour, which is more than enough. I have been thrashing it this afternoon just to make sure that it does what it says it does, and I'm being very impressed with it. Though I don't think I'll be going at those speeds, and I definitely won't be going on busy roads, put it that way. you've got the speedometer there, you've got the kilometers on there, and then you have the battery life, and it's down to 3 bars at the moment, and I had it on 5 this morning. They claim it will do around about 80 kilometers, and that's obviously going to be in special conditions, but given that we've just done around 38 kilometers, I think this is easily going to do 60, and it takes about 10 hours to charge it. So I use the solar for mine, but overall pretty damn good. Lights on and off, as you just saw. It's got indicators as well. A horn, which I won't press because it's loud, and a green button. I don't know what that does. That's pretty much that in a nutshell. Overall, very pleased with it. Well, that's almost enough fun for today, but there is one last thing that I need to do. I am really looking forward to taking that out on my next trip down to the beach when I go paddleboarding. Really is going to be fun. Thank you, Ellie Glide. They also do mountain bike, e-bikes as well, so check them out. It was also made this video so much easier because I haven't broken a sweat today, and I really hope that showing you the views from these hills and so on, just a little area around here, has given you a better insight as to what it feels like. And I do think it looks absolutely beautiful, so I hope that came across in this video. Now, we haven't had any rain in May. We're not going to get any now, probably until October time. We are in that season where that cutter on the back of Buck, we're not allowed to use it from the end of May in case it creates a spark, and we all know what happens there. So I'm going to take him out for a spin. This area here, as you can see, is going really brown already. It's a little bit overgrown. You can't really see it, but it is. It's getting very sharp as well. I need to make sure I get that flattened down because I won't be touching it until October. But further up in the next row of cork trees, that's where I've only cut it once this year. So I just want to go around there, make sure that it's all good and cut and safe. And then I'll chill out, clean the bikes tomorrow, relax, and back to the house on Monday. That will all be on next Saturday's video because I'm not going to do one during the week. I've got so much I need to do over there. I will put into that video all the bits that we've been doing up to now this week, and that is making a massive change in there because we really need to get that roof sorted out and also try and work out that flooring. Once that's done, it should be plain sailing because we really want to get that sorted out as quick as possible. So anyway, until next time, take care of yourself, stay happy, and see you then. Bye-bye.